derelict Strathmartine Hospital. And in the old grounds of the derelict Strathmartine Hospital. I really shouldn't be here because it's quite a dangerous area, but all this, it's quite a big complex, it goes quite a bit. Stretches all the way right around there. Must be a fair size, but I really shouldn't be here. It's not safe, and there's asbestos and all sorts of things, dangerous hazards, and technically shouldn't be trespassing. Although it's derelict, I haven't made much effort to stop people getting in physically, but I'll get some photos and videos and that's it. I'm not going in the buildings, no way. Okay. Huge complex, they're fairly big anyway, a lot bigger than I thought. I've never had any dealings with this place, so I don't know much about it. I just know that there's a place called Strathmartine Hospital, and that's really as far as it went. I've never had anything to do with it before until now, just curious to know what it's like. I believe it shut down in 2003. Right, I'm going to keep my voice down because I don't want to really be drawing attention, because I wouldn't advise anybody coming in here unless they have a legitimate reason. Okay. You've got the old style lampposts as well. I'm not going in, this is just the doorway looking through the doorway. It's too dangerous to go in there. It's asbestos and everything. Asbestos, ceilings collapsing, you could fall through the floor, imagine that. Fall through the floor and never be found again. No thank you. Like I say, I shouldn't really be here, but it's not like Fort Knox to get in, but that's still not really any excuse. I shouldn't be in here. But ever since I was a kid, I've always been the curious exploration type. I guess that stays with you all the time, really. I used to do this when I was we used to visit Whitfield on a Sunday, with the scarring blocks that were emptied. Me and my mates used to go in them. That was some 30 years plus years ago. No, 1991 mainly. 1990. I'll save Barry. I'll save camera. So, this is looking up towards the north part of it. Right, yeah, so behind me, that's the north boundary of the hospital. So that's that'll be like the northwest wing, I guess. I don't know this hospital. I've never had anything to do with it before until kind of like now, more or less. So that's looking north towards the east. And the complex earlier on that I took was on that southern border, the south borders of the hospital. So they've got flats and that up there as well. Probably accommodation blocks. It's a derelict, obviously. You might be able to see that. Might just be able to make the roofs out. Yeah, I don't know the layout of this hospital really, to be honest. But I know this would be like the northwest corner of the grounds anyway. So I've pretty much covered most of it. I'll get down to the boiler room where the big chimney is. I'll get some pictures there as well. Okay. So I'm still at the northwest part of the hospital. I've just turned the camera around. So there's lots of big dips and holes, cundies that are missing on the ground. So if you were out here at dark, you would just fall right down that. You could fall right through it, so you wouldn't. It's very dangerous. That's why they don't want people up here mainly, I reckon. As well as obviously it's not open to the public. The curiosity's always got the better of me. Within reason, of course. Right. Yeah, so still at the top left corner, you can see it stretches back quite a bit. It's quite a fair ground it covers. Now, normally on my videos I show you how to get to places and how to get into places, etc. Legitimate places. Well, I'm not going to do it on this video because I'm not encouraging people to do what I shouldn't be doing, which is on these grounds. So I'm not going to show you how I got in here. But anyway, it covers quite a bit. And I'll get some videos in that further along there towards the east. Okay. So this will be the accommodation block, I guess. Now this is exactly what I was talking about. The dangers. Can you imagine falling down there or breaking a leg? You'd be trapped here all alone. Look at that. I know it's down there, eh? I ain't going down to find out. But anyway, so this is. I've got to watch it down and fall down it myself. Not on this camera. But yeah, that's over looking towards the west. That's up the north. That'll be St Mary's Downfield up that way. That's the boiler room, or what's left of it. So I'll get a couple of photos and videos over there, and then it'll be time for me to get off of here. For 3 reasons. It's getting late, it's going to be at dark, and I've pushed my luck long enough, so I don't want to be getting checked. I'm used to that. Used to get that all the time when I was a kid. I know exactly what it feels like being checked. What you're doing here shouldn't be on this. Just makes it all the more encouraging to go on. Nah, that's no joke, really. You've got to be very, very, very careful what you're doing when you're here, because there's many, many hazards. It's quite scary, actually. Quite spooky, like. Imagine what this would be like. No doubt there'll be haunted stories relating to this hospital as well, I guess. I'm sure there will be. Right, I'll save battery and memory for when I get down there, okay? Right, so let's look at towards the thing. You know, I nearly, I'm having this camera, I was aiming for that without realising. Got to really be careful with this. Right, I really should have had that filming when I was on the road, but on the tarmac. But looks like they've done a bit of demolition here. So I won't be incriminating myself doing this, showing my face, being on this ground, because I'll just say it was an imposter. That wasn't me, somebody like me. Nah, you really got to be careful your way, you know, especially if, like, kids exploring these. They're very dangerous. There's lots and lots of hazards. I mean, just takes one break of a bone, that's it. It's misery from there on for a while. Or even worse, I mean. All that roofing's just ready to collapse. Anyway, there's the what's left of the boiler room, I guess. Again, this battery is actually flashing on the red, and the memory's nearly full, so I'm going to save it till I get down there, try and get as much as I can, and use this efficiently. You don't want to hear me rabbiting on, so I'll just pause this for a moment, okay? I'll just record the highlights. Oh, looks like a big tank. That'll be the fuel, diesel or whatever it is, oil, no use for burning. I'm guessing that's covered up possibly because of asbestos. Maybe that's why it's covered up. You don't want to breathe in asbestos because it'll do you serious health hazard. Very serious. So do not want to mess around with asbestos. So that's why you wouldn't want to go in there as well, for that reason also. Looking closer at it, it might just be it's maybe just covered to prevent the dust, perhaps. Yeah. Right, so what happened is I run out of battery. I was just saying something about the covers to stop the dust, and camera just stopped. That was the battery going flat. So I got as much as I could. It's getting dark now, it's getting late, I've got other things to do. I think I pushed my luck long enough. So I got something anyway. I did not intend to doing this initially for a video. I didn't plan on... I just basically came here earlier to have a look around the peripheral fence. And then I saw there was that many holes in the fence. And I thought, well, temptation was there. I went in onto the grounds and just took videos and photos. I didn't plan on doing that. So this wasn't originally going to be for a video. So there wasn't any like introduction or anything like that. But it was quite exciting actually, to be honest with you. I mean, the curiosity, I got in there, I thought, I'll go a wee bit further, what's up there, before I knew it, I ended up doing the whole grounds. But I didn't go in because I know that would be dangerous, because, you know, you could fall through the floor, there's too many, there's asbestos, there's far too many hazards, really, there is. I mean, even on the grounds, I mean, you saw the condies, the drains, the covers are missing. You know, if you fell down that or anything, you could just imagine. It's just too dangerous. So it's like I say, I'm not going to advise you to do it. I'd advise against going in there. I'm going against my own advice, but I don't want anybody else getting hurt. You know, don't do it. But yeah, it was quite something. To go in there when it's dark, you know, it would be pretty scary. You know, it looked pretty spooky, like ghostly, like. But yeah, I seen all these retro lampposts and everything, you know, and it's quite something. Puts you back in time. But I never had any dealings with this hospital, as I said earlier. I don't ken anything. I don't know a great deal about it. I just know that it was there and that was it, basically. I think they had a fire there a couple of years back, you know. Set fire, vandals. They probably had quite a lot of that, but I think there was a really big fire about 2 or 3 years ago. But anyway, this is, like I say, this wasn't I didn't intend on. This wasn't originally going to be a video, so it's just sort of a bit. The footage is, there's no really any it was just kind of like, I thought, you know what, I've got this far, might as well just, carry on. And of course the battery wasn't fully charged, so. And in the car now I've got the car charger on it, but the memory's going to start going. Anyway, well, thanks for watching. Don't try this at home. Don't go. Don't do it. Okay, I really strongly advise not. But I hope you enjoyed it anyway. Okay. Right. Cheers. Bye.